we feel bad and we ignore it, right? And I don't like how that feels. We weren't taught what to do. We weren't taught how to do what to do with anger, right? I think I have another question about anger. Thank you. So I'm going to get more into this. I'm just keep waiting for this one question. David, thanks for all your help from Visa Orati. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Okay. Anne from Utah again. Hello, Anne, again. Thanks for answering my question. It helps. So I've been listening to a lot of your videos, and they are helping me to understand a lot of things. But I have one more question if I could. Please, always ask, ask, ask. So I actually work for the same company as my narcissistic mother, but we work out of separate buildings. We will have to deal with each other on certain things concerning work. And a couple of months ago, my mom had a huge blow up at work against me and another lady we work with. I was mortified. I felt like a child all over again, being back in her home and being belittled for nothing I did wrong. Long story short, my mom was in the wrong with her actions, and the other lady went to the boss with it, and then my mom made it right with everyone else we worked with but me. She just started giving me the silent treatment and playing head games as she had me on the outs and at arm's length ever since. So I guess my question is it because she embarrassed herself when she blew up and has to have someone else to blame for it? So I'm the target in this situation? Yeah, this is a form of dependency, okay? A form of dependency, and this is one that's really hard for people to understand and see how their parents are dependent on them. Extremely difficult. It's very hard sometimes for me to point out how you were neglected, your needs, but then it can be really hard to help children that are now adults understand how their parents were dependent on them. And this is one way. Your mom going and explaining herself and apologizing is a healthy way to do it. I'm not saying she's healthy. That's one healthy way to do it. And then punishing you for what she did wrong is the unhealthy way to do it. But the fact that you take it, and I'm saying that you're taking it, okay, because if your mom is narcissistic and abuses you and you said you have to work with her, how is she giving you the silent treatment? Are you talking about at work? Who cares, right? Unless there's some part of that job that entails that she communicate the workload with you so you can do it, and that's when you go talk to the boss. My mom is ignoring me. She's playing the silent treatment game at work, and I'm not allowed, I can't get my job done until she tells me what's wrong. My mother and I don't speak, and I would hope that at some point it starts there where you don't speak with her. If this is how she treats you. Silent treatment is abuse, so she's abusing you, okay? She's abusing you, and I don't know if that's at work or if at home. But I'm going to tell you right now, working with people that we know doesn't work. It doesn't work, and it causes lots of problems, and this is going to probably continue to cause you problems and grief and stress until you learn how to do this, until you learn. And we've got the best way is to heal from the past, all the things that she's done to you. Try to find a way to accept this, talking, okay? Because when we can accept this and learn from it, we realize our mom is sick, and it doesn't make us emotional anymore. You may still be trying to get some kind of acceptance from your mom, or maybe some love that you never got from her in childhood, and you're probably never going to get it, and I'm sorry. Coming to terms with this and having whatever relationship you have with her on your terms means that she can't do this to you anymore, meaning that she can't get to you emotionally anymore, okay? If she's abusing you at work and you talk to your boss and they can't stop it and it continues, and you try to heal from your past and none of this is working, I would strongly suggest get a different job. It's not giving up, it's being healthy. Your emotional and mental health is more important than whatever job you have, I promise you. And I'm sorry if that's what it comes to. It doesn't have to, but there's a whole lot of work we need to do here. A whole lot of work, okay? And, you know, if your mom's still hurting you, you're not in a safe place. I'm guessing there's something outside of work that you guys are still talking, maybe. I'd cut that off. And try to accept that you're never going to get what you really want from your mom. There might be some good parts you can get from her, right? But it's not safe. There's something not safe about this. She's hurting you. She's emotionally dangerous. This cannot continue at work. I would talk to your supervisor about it and be very professional about it and not be so emotional about it, because this is work, not our emotional life, and now we're bringing that emotional life into work, and it's going to cause you, it's going to be very difficult. It may cause you a lot of problems. Okay? I've seen tons of people work with their family, and all of them have problems. All of them. Never seen it done really well. I know people do it, and I know people have their problems and they work through it. That's great. But it causes problems. And here we have a traumatic past, traumatic childhood with our mom, and we're working with her. Good luck. Good luck. Cut off that relationship with her. Don't respond or emotionally react to her abuse. All right? Go to work to make money and heal from the past. Really talk about it and understand it, okay? Okay? And learn as much as you can about why your mom treats you this way. You asked me, is it because she's embarrassed? Totally. She's ashamed of her behavior. She does not accept who she is. She doesn't accept that she made a mistake. Can't even do that. Can't even make a mistake. That causes her more shame, right? Making a mistake causes guilt, right? Unless you totally hate yourself and deny that, now it's shame, right? She's dependent on you by taking it out on you. She causes you the silent treatment. Well, you know, if you weren't in her life, she couldn't do that anymore to you. So she would look for somebody else to hurt, probably. Okay? She's dependent on you for that. She has been. All her emotional outbursts when you're a child, whether it's anger or sadness or whatever, she expressed these things inappropriately and dangerously to you and hurting you. This one way people deal with anger is hurting others. Not allowing to express themselves and how they feel. She doesn't accept that, how she feels, so she tries to reject it. And she wants to make it, now she doesn't know how to make herself feel better, so she takes it out on somebody else. Hurts you. Okay? You are her emotional kicking post. And I strongly suggest to stay as far away from her as you can. At least until you're able to have whatever relationship you have with her on your terms and doesn't hurt you anymore, okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Next question is from Mario from Italy. Hello, Mario. Thank you for your video. I'm not missing one. Thank you. I have a question. Is there a relationship between narcissism, codependency, and the attachment style? And with the 4F response in the CPTSD, is there a correlation with the attachment style? I imagine it's not that simple, but asking anyway. Well, of course, I could sit here and go on and on and on for a long time about the relationship between an abuser, a victim, and their attachment style. And of course, there has a lot to do with that, okay? The secure attachment style means the child grew up feeling very secure in their relationships with their parents. And this they demand forever. Okay? They will not be in relationships with somebody who makes them insecure, who does not reassure them and offer security in that relationship. They won't take it. It's so foreign to them, they won't do it. That's it. And they know healthy ways to ask for security and reassurance. And if it doesn't work, they move on to somebody else. They don't try to change them. Okay? So, codependency and narcissists, depending on other people to raise our hormones, to give us what we need, can't do it ourselves, has a lot to do with our attachment style as well. So let's say the anxious, unsure, right, is somebody who hit and miss attention with their parents. So there's sometimes the parent is there giving them attention and giving them what they need, and then other times they're gone, right? Just like abuse. That's abuse, isn't it? We have intermittent abuse with golden periods. Didn't you guys? Most of you, most of us, we did, right? And physical abuse is obvious, right? I'm going to beat the crap out of you tonight. And then I got it all released out of my system and I feel guilty and bad and I'm trying to deal with that. So maybe I'll, come home for the next few days. It'll be pretty nice, actually. Might be fun and we're playing music and get to eat what we want and I'm not angry anymore until, here it comes again 5 days later. Now I'm angry again and beat the crap out of you. Do you see that? So it's the same thing as these abusive, neglectful, let's just say emotionally neglectful relationships with the narcissist, where the narcissist gives us a lot of attention and makes us feel really good, right? And you're number one and puts you on a pedestal and I adore you and you're great and I want to be with you forever, and then boom, they're gone. Just like our mom and dads, not there. The attachment style as a child, the intermittent, the unsure, anxious attachment style as a child means that the parents might be working a lot. They might be sleeping and depressed. They might be arguing and fighting and not there for the child sometimes. They might have an addiction and be drunk, okay? This is what causes the anxious, unsure attachment style, which means that we sat alone, in danger, feeling bad, waiting and hoping and wondering when our mom and dad are going to come back, when they're going to pick us up, when they're going to stop fighting, when they're going to wake up, when they're going to come, be there for us and give us attention. And that's the same thing in those narcissistic relationships, right? We're waiting for them to come home. We're waiting for them to tell us the truth. We're waiting for them to say they love us again. Same thing. Do you see? It's the perfect recipe. It really is. You have children that grow up with parents that need them, that dependent on them. And so we go find someone who's dependent on us. A narcissist, 100%. We also didn't get what we needed from our parents, right? We didn't get our emotional needs met. And now we're in relationships where we don't get our emotional needs met. We have parents who might be emotionally unavailable, and we have narcissists who are emotionally unavailable, right? We have parents who teach us that their emotions are more important than us with their emotional outbursts, and we be quiet and not express our emotion. And then we're in relationships with narcissists who definitely tell us that everything about them is more important than us. Not equal at all. We accept it. It's familiar. Totally. A great way of understanding your relationships, these volatile, toxic, dependent, neglectful, abusive relationships with narcissists, is understand attachment styles. It's a great way to understand and learn and heal. Thank you for asking, Mario. Please keep asking me questions. Leave love from Cyprus. Hello. Hi, David. Thank you again for these weekly shots of invaluable information. I am a survivor of 25 years of narcissistic abuse and crap. We had a son together. When I wanted to extend our family and have another child, he would tell me that he couldn't love another child. Can you explain this? Well, look, again, we're all equal and so different. Okay, so here you are married to someone who's a lot different than you, has a lot different feelings and needs and wants, totally different. It won't work. So what's important to realize is what a narcissist values about being a father. This particular case is about a father. What do they value about it, right? So I'll ask you, what do you value about being a mother? Oh, we get to share this we create a child together. What a most amazing way to express our love for ourselves and our commitment to each other, having a child, right? What a beautiful thing to bring life into the world, to watch this person grow into an adult and us being a part of this and being emotionally connected with their parent together and the children, really valuing these things. Okay, not a narcissist. But why do narcissists have kids? Well, because they're supposed to. Here's my fake false self. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? That's all they care about. Doesn't matter how I feel. I reject that. It just matters how I look. So I got to do. Self-appointed status. That's what they are. Self-appointed status. That's pride, hubris. So the narcissist, I am the president of a company, right? Oh, my job needs me so bad. I'm so important. I am a father. I am a husband. These are the things that matter to them. Not how well. Here I said they value the status more than the role. Does that make sense? They value what it looks like and what it means more than the process and the fruits of it, of this relationship. I'm gonna invest in this relationship with my partner, and I want it to grow, right? Just like a fruit tree, from the bottom, from the seed. I'm going to give it the best in soil and water and food and sunlight and wind to have a beautiful tree someday that fruits. They don't care about that. They say, I'm a father, I'm a husband, and I'm a president. Self-appointed status. That means I'm amazing, doesn't it? Well, not really. I care more about what kind of husband you are, what kind of father you are. Don't really care too much about your job. I hope you take pride in that and do it well, right? Yeah, they don't care. They don't value that stuff. Okay? Oh, and the last comment, this might help. The last comment, someone says, narcissistic parents will never want you to succeed. Right? Some do, with some of their children. They want you to succeed and succeed and succeed for them. They're living through you. Others are envious and want everyone to fail around them, especially their children. You won't be better than me. That's my self-appointed status. I'm more important. I'm the parent. And they try to stay that for the rest of your life. I'm the parent, I'm the parent, I'm the parent. Well, we're all adults now. I don't really need too much parenting, right? Or more abuse and neglect from you. So, I hope that makes sense. Sounds like I'm guessing you're talking about, I can't love another child. Well, I doubt he really loves the one he already has. Because if you did, and it was really beneficial and you really enjoyed it and it's rewarding, why not have another one? Especially when the person in my life I love so much wants to share that with me and do it again. Well, it obviously isn't a good experience for him the first time. And I'm already a father. I don't need to be a father of two. He cares how he looks. I hope that makes sense. Cares about his status, not the role. Thanks. Boy, this is long. Extremely long. I'm going to try to get to the question. This is from 9Kaz Cat. I don't know where you're from. Thank you for your videos. They help so much. Thank you. So you get right into the question. Why do we get obsessive ruminations after a relationship with a personality disorder? My ex is BPD, and you went into the entire relationship, which I don't think we need to talk about. Thank you for doing that, and for everyone else who reads that. But I don't think I need to read your entire relationship. You gave me the question. Why do we obsess? Why do we get obsessive ruminations after a relationship with a personality disorder? So just to touch on this, right? I can't dive into the whole thing and tell you every little part of this answer. But these relationships were traumatic. Emotional trauma. Repeated cheating, lying, and hurting you and calling you names and threatening the security of the relationship and telling people about you and talking bad about you. All these things become traumatic, okay, for most of us. And anything that hurts emotionally means we don't understand it. So here we have this relationship where we may have lied to ourselves, they lied to us, we don't really understand what was going on, but we have lots of trauma, and trauma equals shame. I'm a bad, bad person. That's what it means, okay? These relationships cause shame and guilt. And the only reason we get into relationships with people like this, or at least stay, is our own low self-worth. Anyways, I was talking earlier about we couldn't express this during the relationship, right? They isolate us and don't even want you to talk to your family. And pretty soon, we feel so ashamed we don't tell people anymore about what they do. We keep it quiet, don't we? You know, how many times are you going to tell your friends that they beat you again? How many times are you going to tell your friends that they cheated on you again? How many times are you going to go to your family and say, cheated on me again, cheated on me again, cheated on me again? Because you know what the right thing to do is to not accept it, to leave. And we don't. We stay and they do it again. And it causes shame. So here the relationship ends. And guess what? We introspect and say, oh my God, I'm a bad, bad person, or I did a bunch of bad things. And it's very, very difficult to swallow. And our brains will go over and over and over again until we can accept ourselves. Until we can accept that maybe we had something to do. Maybe we got involved with someone who was so sick and so ill, and they kept hurting us and we didn't know what to do. And then we don't express it. We don't tell our parents anymore. We don't tell our friends anymore. We lie to ourselves, and we keep all these emotions buried in here, and we're so alone with them. Okay? And so we've got to express it. And without expressing an emotion, it stays open. So here we have 5 years, 4 years, whatever it was, of cheating and it hurt, of told me something bad and it hurt. I tried to express something and I didn't. I can't tell them. You know you can't bring that up with a narcissist. They cheat on you and you can't even bring it up, right? You can't express these emotions and they stay open forever, and now the relationship is over. And what do we do with these? We keep looking back, and their memories, which are just open emotions, we keep going back and they hurt. We don't know what to do with them. Okay? Our brain will keep ruminating and try to calm this anxiety by trying to figure out an answer. Well, we can't. There's no way to control our past anymore. We can't change what happened, but we can certainly change how we feel about it. And that is what therapy is. Learning to understand what happened to us and what we did so we can accept this stuff. Okay, somehow find a way to accept it, understand it, express our emotions now. Since they're still open, we can express them now Very important to do that. And we close the emotions, and now we don't have a past anymore that hurts. The depression is gone. Okay? So important. So we obsess and ruminate. The other part is it becomes dependent. This, I love you, I hate you. You're the only one, there's somebody else. I want to be with you forever, never want to see you again. You're beautiful, you're ugly, you're smart, you're stupid. You see that? How many times did this happen in your relationship? How many times a day? It's just like any external source. We become dependent on our hormones rising from it. And now we take it away. Ask what a heroin junkie that quits heroin, what do they think about? Guess. Ask an alcoholic that quits drinking, guess what they think about? Guess what people think about that quit smoking cigarettes for the first 30 days? All the time. You're doing the same thing. You're thinking about this addiction, this dependency. Your brain wants it back, but your body doesn't want to ever see them again emotionally, right? But now we feel dependent. So your brain will start either glorifying, they're great, right? Your brain's traumatized, guys. So it will glorify that they're great. Then we'll be deathly afraid of them. And we monstricize them, catastrophize everything. It's horrible. We get scared to death of everyone. Your brain's trying to process trauma, and doing that alone is damaging. Okay? We've got to express this and get it out, period. We've got to understand it and close these emotions. Find the source. I just want to see something because I've been waiting for a specific question about anger. I think this is it from Shelley. But thank you for your question, and please keep asking questions and tell me if you didn't understand what I'm saying. But I'm going to get to this part about how important it is to express emotions so we don't have this depression, so we don't ruminate. Okay? Shelley. Hello, Shelley from Oregon. Just curious if you feel like sharing, what is something you did, an activity or experience after your abuse that helped you heal and realize how strong and brave you are? Best thing I did was talk. Best thing I did was find a professional and talk. Best, number one, okay? But the other was the bike. You know, really discovering who we are, right? Because before that, I lived my life, let's say, the way my dad told me I should. Right? I wanted to, let's say I wanted beautiful sunny beaches. And my dad says, oh, that's stupid, that's ridiculous, that's not practical, that's not responsible, people don't really live like that, shouldn't live like that. Okay, I guess I should. I guess I won't live like that. How should I live? Well, I should, all that matters is work and school and how much money you make and how you look and stuff like this. Oh, okay, I guess that's what I should do. No. Now that at that time in my life and I started self-discovery and knowing who I am, I realized I liked a bunch of things that I wasn't doing. Why? Oh, I don't know. Didn't know myself. Riding bikes really saved me. Really saved me. It was a great way to get out a lot of emotions. It was a great way to regulate them. It was a great way to get rid of anxiety. It was a better way for me to digest food and sleep, activities, and meeting people, right? Thanks for asking. I hope that answers your question. Okay, I think this is the last question about anger, and I'll dive into it more. Hello, David, from Emily. Hello, Emily in Latvia. Hi, Emily. What such a fantastic example about a travel clock. Now I understand. You are amazing in explaining these things. Thank you. Could you please kindly give us some guidance in expressing feelings? I used to live with a narcissist for 12 years. I was afraid of him, and so did not express my feelings because, right, his are more important, weren't they? How he acted, what he needed, and what he wanted all the time is more important, and that comes from childhood. We learned that from our parents. That's why parents are dependent on us. Okay? Just a little, want to get that in. And so you didn't express your feelings. Is there a way I could start training, expressing feelings little by little so it could be more ready once I start dating? Well, this doesn't have to do with dating. We need to do this all the time anyways. Okay? And so processing emotions is first, this is about mindfulness, being very mindful of how we're feeling and what we're doing and why. Okay, so it helps to say this out loud. It helps to talk to somebody else. It helps to write it down. So let's look at anger. Anger is the most powerful, I think, can be the most powerful emotion. Lots of energy. Emotion is just your body doing things. You could see energy in motion, right? And so we have all this energy that builds up from anger, and we try to keep it inside. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then we all say, you know, it built up and built up and built up, and then I just broke and I wasn't myself. So, accepting our emotions. Our emotions are a big part of who we are, and we need to accept them. Accept them. I'm angry. Angry is fine. What's wrong with being angry? Except it can feel bad, you know? But we're learning in society sometimes that being angry is bad and expressing anger. No, it's not. Emotions aren't bad. They aren't wrong. It's our body doing things. We've got to learn how to accept it. First step. So what is it? I'm angry. And it's really important to know the source. And this is why it's important to express our emotions soon and not stuff them and wait. So say something that makes me angry today, and I completely block it and suppress it and go do something else. That's open until I decide to close it, express it, okay? So that stays open forever. I'm not kidding. In 20 years, I could be angry at what happened today because I ignored it. It stays open forever. And then I lose the source of this anger. I forget why I'm angry. I'm still angry and angry and angry. Look at, you know, really angry people. If you go ask them why they're so angry, they're going to tell you, I'm not angry. They don't even remember. They don't even realize. They don't even know why anymore. 30 years ago it started. So we accept our emotions. What is this? And it's really good to know the source, right? So it doesn't keep happening. So that person doesn't keep us making us angry. We say, oh, I'm angry at this person that hurt me. And then we express it safely, healthy, responsibly. Okay, so number one way to express an emotion is talk about it, open up. Without it, we keep it inside here and we're all alone. We talk to people and tell people we trust, not the person that abuses us and makes us angry. We go talk to somebody else about it. Imagine just what that can do. Okay? So expressing anger a good way is talking. Get it out. Say it. Describe it. Oh my God, I'm so angry, I don't know what to do. Oh my God, my blood is boiling. Right? I feel crazy. Get this out. That's good. But when we express ourselves in any way, express who you are. Very important. So we don't hurt somebody else when we express anger. That's what's important. We don't want to hurt people. That is hurting someone. It scares someone. It's violence. Okay? It's not healthy. It's not safe. And it can cause us more shame and guilt. We're further away from ourselves because we value respect and honesty. So be honest and be respectful. Tell the person if you can and you know the source and this person made you angry, what's the best thing to do is tell them. And we don't accuse them and talk about what they did. Just said it makes me feel this way. It makes me feel angry. I feel crazy. I feel so upset. I don't know what to do. I feel like violent, like I want to hit somebody. This is what we do, okay? But if it's not safe, do it to somebody else. Tell somebody else. But we've got to process these things so it doesn't stay open forever and so it doesn't keep happening. So many of my clients doesn't know it hurts and doesn't even know it feels good. They'll say, David, I feel better today. I'll say, why? I don't know. Well, let's know. Let's know what makes us angry. Let's know what makes us, feel hurt and awful. And let's know. Know the source. What can we do about it? Well, I can tell the person that made me angry, oh, it's not safe. I don't trust them. Big problem. You have a relationship with somebody who hurts you, makes you angry, and you don't trust them. Mindfulness, awareness. We learn this by talking to a professional or a friend that tells us this stuff at least, okay? I hope that makes sense. And another great way is to do something. Release this energy more than just talking, right? We can go hit our punching bag. We can exercise. This is amazing. It does. It gets rid of this excess energy. We keep it inside. We're all alone. Remember that. And shame is a secret. The more we keep secrets, the more we're ashamed of ourselves, okay? I hope that makes sense. Thank you for asking, Emily. And Nia from Sweden. Hello, Nia. Thanks for telling me I got your name right. Yes, it definitely makes sense, David. I didn't realize that looking at their social media is a type of dependency. Totally, right? We're in a dependent, addictive relationship, and we broke up, and now we keep checking and checking and checking and checking them. God, why do they look so happy? They're so happy. No, they're not. That's why they're posting it on Facebook. Their brand new relationship after they just abused somebody else. I didn't realize that looking at their social media is a type of dependency. Thanks for pointing it out and making me aware of it. I also like the advice of going extreme. Maybe extremity is the best way to deal with this situation. Well, you're definitely worth it. Because a lot of this is low self-worth. People don't think they're worthy of being extreme. I'm not worthy of hiring help. I'm not worthy of somebody that charges, $200 an hour, $50 an hour. I'm not worthy of that. You raise your self-worth by doing it, saying I am worthy of it. That's how we raise our own self-worth. So going extreme and cutting off your Facebook, that says you're worth it. Checking their Facebook all the time says you aren't worth a better life than that. Okay? Mindfulness. That's how we raise our self-worth. What are we doing? It's been 2 months no contact, but in my brain I'm far from disconnected from him. Somehow he's unconsciously in my thoughts every day and I hate it. I will continue to go through all of your videos as they help me quite a lot to understand what's happened. Good, Nia. Talk to somebody. Your friends and family aren't going to cure you or help you too much. They're going to listen. That's it. I'm sorry. That's why we hire a professional that does know how to help you, Nia. And you are worthy of it, okay? You are worthy of the most help you can get, the best help you can get, at least the help you need. You're worthy of it. And this is how we process these things. This is how we make sense of it all and understand it and say, I'm not a bad person. Okay. Okay? Think of children. Think of children of divorce, right? Children internalize it and they believe, what did I do wrong? Oh, you hate me. Why are you leaving? Oh, I wasn't good enough. It's me. Until they, realize or told or have a therapist or grow up and mature and realize, oh no, mom and dad had problems and it wasn't me. They still love me. And we just want to make sure we're not bad people. Okay? So important in healing, especially after being abused and neglected and traumatized. All of that equals shame. I'm a bad person. So, all of you get the help you need and all the help you deserve, okay? Thank you for your questions. Please keep asking them. Anybody who wants coaching, daviddemars.com. The link is down below if you're interested. Thank you. All of you, take good care of yourself. Love yourself first, okay? And ask questions. Keep asking me, okay? You're worthy of it. Let's heal. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.